Elon Musk brutally criticized Tom Hanks and explained why he has a big conflict with him. According to Elon, Hollywood actors, including people like Tom Hanks, are destroying America. And there are behind-the-scenes processes that are unknown publicly, and things are getting out of control. So, let's explain everything. So 2 days ago, Elon Musk expressed his confusion on X and tweeted that he was bewildered by Tom Hanks's manipulation of facts. Musk criticized actor Tom Hanks after Hanks compared former President Trump to dictators like Adolf Hitler and Stalin. Musk responded to a clip from CNN, saying that Trump's policies were nothing like those of the dictators, and calling Tom Hanks's comments nonsensical. In an interview with CNN, when asked if there's a possibility for a Trump re-election in November, the actor couldn't hold back. He said that there's a chance that Trump would take the White House, and his presidency would have a short-term impact on American democracy. Tom Hanks called Trump sick and narcissistic. Hanks said, "I worry about Trump, but I'll always have faith that the United States of America and the Western societies that have adopted more or less the same sort of democracy cannot help but turn towards what is right." And this conflict between Trump and Tom Hanks, including other celebrities, is not new, because everything started 8 years ago. That's when in 2016, Hanks had made his life mission to support anyone who was going against Trump to win the White House race. In a very controversial interview, the actor had cited that Trump will be president when spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs in red capes. His comments came on the red carpet of the premiere of his movie, A Hologram for the King, which saw a dip in popularity as soon as his comments went live. Prior to that statement, he had joined big names in the industry, such as Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, in a fundraiser for the Clinton campaign. Soon after, he took issue with Trump's election slogan, "Make America Great Again," calling it rather redundant. He said that he thinks America is already great, so not sure what Trump is talking about. After Trump clinched the victory in 2016, the actor was disappointed, but it didn't deter him from keeping up with his anti-Republican rhetoric. In 2017, Hanks used various public platforms to give hope to Americans who were disappointed by Trump's policy change. Issues like strict immigration policies, the Muslim ban, and the possible overturning of Roe v. Wade and more had Democrats concerned. That's when Hanks tried to give hope to Democrats by telling them that they would be all right, sooner or later. He urged his fans to stay hopeful about the power of the U.S. Constitution that must be upheld no matter what. At the same time, he also clarified that people should be careful and considerate in their writing about the issues that were plaguing American society. In a speech at the National Archives Foundation, he said, "But the destruction is antisocial, period, the end. Be intelligent and be smart. Write about it. Bring it up. Talk about it." His comments weren't well received by pro-Trump voters who believed that America was finally being nudged in the right direction. Needless to say, the actor kept criticizing Trump's policies. When Hanks was asked how relevant the movie The Post is for their time, he said that it's a type of movie that Donald Trump should watch. Only then he might learn why it is so harmful to restrict the freedom of the press. He went on to criticize Trump for monkeying around the Constitution and giving rise to agenda-filled institutions. The actor also reflected on the first year of Donald Trump's presidency, citing his earlier comments about how it was impossible that he would get elected. He admitted that he was proven wrong, but maintained that nothing about Trump's policies seemed real to him. He said, "If I had said instead, if that happens, we are going to, neo-Nazis are going to hold torchlight parades in Charlottesville, and Pocahontas jokes will be said in front of the Navajo code talkers. That would have been just as hellacious in imagination, I think, as what we have." Hanks's disapproval of Trump continued in 2020, the time Trump landed into hot water for how he managed the pandemic. According to Democrats, at least, the actor had criticized Trump and his supporters for making light of the COVID-19 virus. His comments came right after he announced he and his wife, Rita, had tested positive. He said, "If you can't wear a mask and wash your hands and social distance, I've got no respect for you, man. I don't buy your argument." In 2023, the actor criticized Trump once again, this time during his commencement speech at Harvard. While Tom Hanks didn't specifically say the name Trump, he urged the new graduates to stay dubious of what has been fed to them. He said, "If you live in the United States of America, the responsibility is yours, ours. The effort is optional, but the truth is sacred, unalterable, chiseled into the stone of the foundation of our republic." His comments came as a jab at Trump, who has been accused by Democrats of carrying his election campaigns on the back of lies. Carrying on to the year 2024, Hanks remains critical of Donald Trump. But as the election race draws closer, he's a bit mellow with his words. While his tone for the 2016 election of Trump was dark, this time he seems optimistic that America will come together. The CNN reporter had asked him, "Do you worry about the United States in terms of its commitment to democracy and freedom, and everything these people died for if there's another Trump?" The actor replied, "I think there's always reason to be worried about the short term, but I look at the longer term of what happened." Hanks is a renowned history buff and maintains that our past dwells with great lessons. He believes the opening of the U.S. Constitution, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, serves as a great guiding light. He said, "That journey to a more perfect union has missteps in it. We know I can catalog them as much as you can, and you're a professional journalist, and I'm just a guy that makes movies and reads books. But eventually, everything would fall into its place." Tom Hanks also reaffirmed his faith in democracy, that no matter who sits in the White House, it would prevail, like it always has. However, Tom's vote for Democrats remains unchanged. And today, in 2024, Trump's conflict with Hollywood celebrities got even worse. For example, other than Tom Hanks, there is De Niro, who also does not like Trump. As you know, during the latest interview, Robert De Niro called Donald Trump a clown and said he couldn't see any good qualities in him. He also told Rulli that he couldn't understand why anyone would vote for Trump in the 2024 election, warning that it would be dangerous if Trump became president again. De Niro compared Trump to infamous figures like Hitler and Mussolini, saying people didn't take them seriously because they seemed like clowns. But their rise to power caused unimaginable chaos. De Niro said, "We always hear about people from Eastern Europe. Look what happened with France. And when I was a kid, they'd say, 'You don't really appreciate this country. Imagine what those people went through.' I'm just starting to see it. You know, as a kid, I said, it's a nightmare that never would happen. But now I see that it's possible." After the clip aired, Musk responded to this statement on social media, pointing out that Trump had already been president for 4 years, and his policies were nothing like Hitler's. So De Niro's comments didn't make sense. Musk tweeted on X, "Well, Trump was actually already president for 4 years, and his policies bore no resemblance to those of Hitler. So this makes no sense. In fact, with the Abraham Accords, he made some progress towards peace in the Middle East, which was definitely not high on Hitler's agenda." Then Musk responded to this conflict. Elon disliked Hollywood's hypocrisy and elitism. He criticized actors like De Niro for talking about progressive causes and social justice without following through with their actions. Musk saw this as a double standard. Also, Musk criticized Hollywood for being disconnected from the average person, suggesting that actors live in a bubble that separates them from everyday realities. Musk said, "I voted 100% Dem until a few years ago. Now I think we need a red wave or America's toast." And that's it for today.